An equilateral triangle has a side length 2 root 7. What's the area of the triangle? I'm going to cheat and use my smartboard to draw myself a nice pretty triangle. The side is 2 root 7. Oops, I just put 2 root 2. I realize that. 2 root 7. Okay. We know to find the area of a triangle we need a base and we need a height, because it's base times height divided by 2. There's a couple ways to get this, but we do know that this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle because it's equilateral. We know that across from 30, it's 1 root 7, and so across from 60, it would be x root 3. So 7 times 3 is 21. So we're going to do base times height divided by 2. The 2's will immediately cancel. So now we've got 7 times 21. But honestly, we don't really need to multiply those because we know we're going to have to factor tree it. So that's 7 times 3, right? Because the 21 is 7 and 3. So a 7 escapes and a 3 is left over. 7 root 3, and we don't have any units, so that would be our area. How does that sound? Did y'all get 7 root 3? Is that okay? Tahani, which step do you want me to talk about? Which step did I lose you on? Seven times 21, we were factor treeing the square root of 147. That was our answer, but it wasn't our final answer. Base times height divided by 2. You have to use 30, 60, 90 when you have an equilateral triangle. Next warm-up problem. A parallelogram has a 60-degree angle. The perimeter is 44 and the base is 14. Find the area of the parallelogram. All right, I'm going to cheat again so that my picture can be nice and pretty. So I've got a parallelogram. It has a 60-degree angle. Now, in most parallelograms, one pair of angles is going to be acute and the other one's going to be obtuse. The only exception to that is a parallelogram who has right angles, but then he's more than a parallelogram. He's a rectangle. So you're probably wondering, well, where do I put the 60? But you're going to put it in the acute angles. 60, and then we know opposite angles are congruent, so that's where the 60 goes. And then we know the other ones are 120, but we don't need that. All right, the perimeter is 44, and the base length is 14. We need to find the area. Let's start by using our perimeter in our base. If that's 14, then that's 14. So I'm doing 44 minus 28, because we've used 28 meters. And then we're going to divide by 2, because there are 2 remaining sides. So far, you should have gotten that. That's step 1. Area of a parallelogram is base times height. So we need a height. We don't have a height yet. We need a height. Well, here we go with 30, 60, 90 again. 8 is across from 90. So 4 goes across from 30, but we don't really need to use that to solve our problem. 4 root 3 goes across from 60. Base times height. You multiply the numbers outside the radical. You do not touch the number inside the radical. And so it is 56 root 3 meters squared. What do you think, guys? Homework answers. That was quite a lengthy homework. I hope you attempted some of them. I hope you, when the homework is really long like this, I hope you look for the ones that look challenging, and I hope you try those, because those are the ones that often bite us on the quizzes. Hussein, you've got to stop doing that. You've got to stop. I will count those wrong. The only time you put your answers in decimal form is when the problem specifically says round to the nearest blank. Okay, no more. Like look at number 11, look at number 12. We didn't put it in decimal form, we kept it exact. Now look at number 19. That one dealt with money. In the real world, we're not going to say, hey, you owe me square root of $3. No, no one says that. So when it's a real world thing and we're talking money, then we would obviously round or have a decimal in our answer. So anytime that is possible, we keep our examples exact. We keep our answers exact. You're going to say that now, hey, you owe me square root $3. Good luck with that person. Can I go to page 2? See, if you had your cameras in, you could just be like yes or no. We can try plugging them in again since we realized that that wasn't the problem yesterday. Oops. Is that all of them? Sorry. Trapezoid, rhombus, kite. I was holding up the wrong worksheet. I just realized there's only 23 problems. Cool. Which ones? Can I work any? Let's look at 17. The lengths of the diagonals of a rhombus are 24 and 18. Find its area. Oh, gosh. I'm not even going to draw a picture. Because what's the area formula for a rhombus? So 24 times 18 divided by 2. Doesn't get much easier than that. What other problem can I go over? $216.